Thousands turned out to attend his funeral. The death of 23-year-old Hirsch Goldberg-Polin, along with 5 other hostages held by Hamas in Gaza, mourned across Israel.
Okay, sweet boy, go now on your journey. I hope it's as good as the trips you dreamed about, because finally, my sweet boy, finally, you're free. I will love you and I will miss you every single day for the rest of my life.
A young man who had hoped to travel the world, Hirsch was abducted from the Nova Festival. His arm was blown off, but he survived. According to Israeli officials, he and 5 others were shot at close range by Hamas just days before their bodies were discovered this weekend. Their deaths have provoked fury amongst the many Israelis angered by their own government's failure to strike a ceasefire deal. Around 100 hostages still remain in Gaza, the ire of those taking to the streets directed at Prime Minister Netanyahu. This morning, a mass strike by the country's largest labour union, disrupting transport services, including at Tel Aviv's airport, whilst many government offices remained closed. The Israeli Prime Minister held a late-night cabinet meeting last week, in which he insisted Israeli forces would not withdraw from strategic locations in Gaza, a key Hamas demand. His defence minister, Yoav Gallant, a fierce critic of the decision, warned it would lead to the deaths of hostages. Israeli security chiefs also reportedly favour a deal. In Washington today, a public expression of frustration from President Biden when asked if Netanyahu is working towards an agreement.
Do you think he's doing enough?
No.
But Netanyahu also faces pressure from far-right coalition partners to continue the war.
The extreme right side of his coalition, people like Smotrich and Ben-Gvir, threaten to topple the government, break up the coalition if Netanyahu goes that way. The demonstration, the general strike, is all of that enough to change his mind? I doubt. I hope it does.
A deal can't come quickly enough for Gaza's suffering population either. This, the aftermath of an Israeli strike on a school housing displaced Palestinians yesterday that killed at least 11 people. Grief and pain, even as temporary pauses in fighting, were held in central Gaza to allow for polio vaccinations to take place. A longer-lasting reprieve from the bloodshed still looks elusive.